Well, let's move on to the rest of this program. A meeting of foreign ministers from ASEAN +3 countries took place Wednesday in Thailand. At those talks, the Chinese foreign minister called for more efforts to boost regional cooperation and to fight trade protectionism. Wang Guan has more.
Chinese Foreign Minister Yang Jiechi attended the meeting of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, Japan, China, and South Korea, also known as the 10+3 meeting. Yang Jiechi said countries in the region have made great efforts to fight the global financial crisis, and there are signs of confidence returning to the global markets. He said the 10+3 nations should turn the crisis into an opportunity for deepening financial cooperation. He also called for a faster move to push forward the Chiang Mai Initiative multilateralization, which was set up to address short-term liquidity difficulties in the region. Yang Jiechi said Southeast and East Asian nations should bring into full play the role of the bilateral currency swap agreements, and they should enhance the capacity of countries in the region to fend off financial risks. Despite the financial crisis, cooperation between China and ASEAN countries remained active during the past year. Bilateral trade increased 14% year-on-year in 2008, and the two sides plan to set up a China-ASEAN free trade zone by next year. Security is a top concern at the meeting. In April, an ASEAN Leaders Summit in Thailand was cancelled due to the impact of red shirt protesters. Wang Guan, CCTV.
Well, staying in Thailand, China's foreign minister has also been attending other meetings in Phuket. During his talks of foreign ministers from the East Asia Summit, Yang Jiechi urged restraint on the situation in Northeast Asia. He described the Korean peninsula as complex and sensitive with growing uncertainties. He called for efforts to resume the six-party talks to resolve the DPRK issue. Meanwhile, at the ASEAN plus China meeting, Yang Jiechi said Beijing wants to increase ties with ASEAN countries, including in trade, infrastructure and in information sharing. Now, U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton says that irreversible denuclearization is the only viable option open to Pyongyang. Attending the ASEAN Security Conference, Clinton said China, Japan, Russia and South Korea all agree with Washington. Clinton warned that Pyongyang would face unrelenting pressure unless its leaders revise their position on its nuclear program. American officials have said that Clinton wants to stress Washington's interest in ASEAN, a region home to 570 million people and with a combined economic output of more than $1 trillion
is important.
We'll be back with the US as we head to Washington right after this. Coming up here on this program, we'll tell you about Barack Obama as the US leader assures Iraq's Prime Minister that Washington is committed to withdrawing all its forces out by the end of 2011. And also just ahead, the Palestinian president calls on Israel to restart stalled peace negotiations on a two-state solution, but without conditions.